Hi, welcome to a new video dedicated to a new helicopter. This is the new variation on the Esky 150. This is the X version. Now you have a built-in CC3D board, flight controlling board, so it should offer even more stability in this little helicopter. It's a 150mm class type, so very compact ideal for indoors, and can fight a moderate breeze for outdoors flight. So let's discover a little bit what you will find in this bundle. So first of all, here is the instruction manual. So you have an English one, okay, and the other side is the Chinese one. You can find every information, okay, and especially you can find the role of each element of the radio, for example. And very important, I would say, is this section dedicated to the binding. So to bind your helicopter, you have to press the right trim button while powering the transmitter, and it will enter into the bind procedure. So let's discover a little bit what you will find in the packaging. Here is the battery. It's a 101 LiPo model ending with the mini 1.25 mini JST connector, and it's 150 mAh hours, no discharge rate mentioned. And for example, the weight of this small LiPo is pretty light. You have some 3.4 grams. Okay, to recharge it, you have this USB charger. Okay, so ending with the same corresponding connector. It takes approximately 20 minutes to recharge. Okay, so if you have a real professional charger, I strongly advise to use more one, because this type of LiPo, especially when the capacity is very small, are very fragile, and how you recharge them. So be aware the number of recharging cycle will be also limited. What also you will find a set of two props, blades, and also a small tape to attach to tape your LiPo inside the canopy. I will show in a few instants. So here is the transmitter. Is exactly the same Esky chassis. So you can grab it easily, but the sticks in terms of precision are not so fantastic. No LCD display. You can find here basic trim button, okay, and only one shutter button here is to select one of the two speed mode. You will need 4 AA batteries, and any image batteries are working, so that's a good point. Just a small red LEDs when the power is in. Easier. It's using the same radio protocol than the former one, and so it's based on the NRF2401 RF chip. Unfortunately, it's not working with the hacking of the Esky 150. I think because the protocol, the hacking is not completely fully done, especially the binding procedure. So if I have time, I will try to capture the data to fix the deviation takes hacking to be able to fly correctly in Esky, recent Esky model, and give to the gurus who can do the hack. So here is the helicopter. So standalone without the battery attached. This helicopter weighs 29 grams, okay, and you can find here a carbon tails, okay, and for example, seems to be quite strong, but it's around a 1.5mm, 2mm carbon tails, okay, attached here, sounds to be quite robust, and at the extremity you can find the brushed motors. It's a 6mm by 12 motors with the tails blades. Okay, the vertical wings sounds really solid compared to, for example, some double toys model or some other Banma which were very fragile. Here you can feel much more confident in terms of solidity. As you immediately noticed, okay, this model is a fly-barless, so no flight bar for stabilization. Everything will be the job will be done by the flight controller, and here a CC3D. So you can save some weight, and also one motors also to stabilize everything. That's pretty good. The landing gear is common. You can find here some balls bearing everywhere in the shaft section. That's cool. And let's open a little bit of the canopy. And before to open it, you can't see any power switch, and since you can't see any battery battery mount, I mean each time you want to remove or insert the battery, you will have to remove the canopy. For me, it's a real drawback. Why don't they insert any tiny switch to power? Okay, when the canopy is installed. Okay, that's really a drawback. The same that the former 150. So you have to remove this O-rings, and sometimes the canopy holder is pop off with your, okay, so it's a real drawback. You have to reattach later, so you can lose some times during that your helicopter is powered. So it's a real drawback. So probably you will have to re-glue this part to be much more solid. Okay, so you can find the main motor installed on front, and it's probably 8 millimeters. Okay, yes, it's 8 millimeters by 20, so a big cordless brushed motors. And in order to, I guess, to center the center of gravity, they offer to install the battery here on the front. So you will have to remove the other side of the double side tape and to attach definitively your LiPo. It means that each time you want to recharge, you have to connect your USB charging close to USB port. You don't have a lot of distance, so it's not an ideal situation. So personally, I won't remove the tape, and I will install the battery like this, and you will have to connect the battery to the mini GT connector, okay, like this. And after a few seconds of connection, if I can, okay, I'm not wrong when I connect. Okay, let me check that. No, I should be alright. After a few seconds after the connection, you can hear the light. Sorry. Okay, you will be able to see that you have immediately a blue light, okay, associated with the power of the FC, and in the other side you have a green one associated probably with the RX. So you can hear a little bit the motors of the stabilization buzzing a little bit, okay, and as soon as I will turn on the radio, you have the green LEDs coming solid, meaning that it's bound, so you can immediately play with the command of the props. But compared to the former version, and since it's a CC3D board, you have to harm your helicopter right now. So how to harm? You have to push the lower throttle stick in lower or right position like this, and after a couple of seconds you will be able to harm. Okay, to disarm you have to push in lower left position. Okay, and now it's no more throttle accident like this. The battery autonomy is around 4 or 5 minutes. That's pretty cool. Okay, even despite that it's a 150, so be sure that as soon as you will install a 200, 250, I think there is no problem to install such kind of LiPo. You will extend a lot of your flying duration time. Okay, so you can hear the stabilization of the breaching gyros. That's pretty cool. Okay, and you will see in my demo flight the stabilization is great. So I will disconnect the battery. So definitively I regret the non-possibility to power via power switch to turn on this helicopter. It's very annoying each time to install the battery, connect the connector to insert the battery, the canopy, and you will see that versus time the lower part of your canopy will be damaged, even if they had some tape to protect a bit this section. But it's not really a good design in my point of view. It's strange because all the rest seems to be very well designed in terms of solidity and architectures, and you will see that the stability of this helicopter is just amazing. One word, there is another port here on top. This is a serial to USB port, a serial to connect maybe to a ground station software. I tried such kind of USB device ending with the serial connector. You can connect, okay, no problem to attach the connector, but in theory, when you connect to your PC, is not seen by, for example, by OpenPilot software, so there is no communication. So I didn't try with LibrePilot, but I will see. So it seems that the CC3D board is flashed with a proprietary flight controller OS. Okay, That's a drawback. Mean that you won't be able to change, for example, any flying characteristics, some PIDs, I don't know. Okay, but don't worry, out of the box, these PIDs are very well tuned. Okay, so it's not a big drama to not be able to set any user settings. Okay, so what is the total weight of this machine? Okay, so with the, without the canopy, it's 27.9. With the canopy, should be around 29, and with the lipo, okay, we reach 33.1 grams, so which is pretty light. It's so stable, in my point of view, that we can maybe use it like a drone, like a quadcopter in FPV. So you can maybe expect to install around a small FPV camera, okay, and to enjoy a small FPV flight. Yes, it should be investigated and should be possible with such stable helicopter. Okay, so I will now perform some demo flight, and maybe one word about the cyclic section and shaft. Sounds to be pretty good. Okay, but no, you can see some very tiny links road here. No spare are yet available in my, as far as I know. I think on the my sponsor in Zondahobby, all the spare parts should be here. Okay, and it sounds a pretty good helicopter. I will. I really like how stable is it, and in my point of view, is now possible to fly it as easy than as a quadcopter, such kind of helicopter. That's really amazing. Really, I regret that they didn't change the canopy design to, at least for the battery insertion and how to power this machine. Okay, so now let's focus a little bit more on the demo flight. Okay, so I will try to insert the batteries. So don't worry, you just need to clip it. Okay, so in this sense, like this, and then install the battery like this, and after a couple of seconds you can start to insert the canopy. So it's really annoying. So it's buzzing in everywhere. So okay, attach the two O-rings, lateral O-rings. Okay, like this, and now I will be able to use it. Okay. Yes, it's bound, and as I said previously, you have two speed mode, but I will start in beginner rate. There is a small wind, a small breeze, and we arm the helicopter like this, and let's go. Okay, so look here, in beginner rate, so it's ultra stable, super smooth. Okay, no problem. It's like to fly a small quadcopter. No problem, you have some inertia, of course. It's not as responsive that the quadcopter could be, but in beginner rate you have some inertia, you also be aware, but it's very docile. And okay, I will engage more the more sporty section. Yeah, now you can see, wow, it's flying superbly. Wow. So be aware, as soon as you are attacking forward while turning, the helicopter will lose altitude. But it's normal, like most a lot of small helicopter, but it's a very positive machine. Look the stabilities. The yaw. Okay, that is a very fun machine. The rater, it can be a very fast machine. Okay, the wind starts to rate a bit, but so let's see the work of the CC3D board. I didn't fly an helicopter since a while, and as you can see, it seems that I'm a very good pilot, and it's not the case. It's the role of the job of the CC3D board who make the life much more easy. Really, it's much more easy to fly than the Voltoys 911. Okay. Yes, it's fast. Ooh. Yeah. Didn't crash yet. And you can see the flight autonomy is great, despite the 150 small LiPo. Oh. And you can still have super precise flight. So in the first mode, you can feel that the PIDs are set to be much more stable, much more adaptive to the beginner rate. Now I am in a more this beginner rate, and I can have super precise control. The wind starts to raise, ready, and it's fighting well. Look at that. Maximum pitch, but it's not super fast in this beginner rate, and it's yawing slowly. Be aware of it. Okay. Okay, I think that my battery starts to be weak, so we land now. No, you can already see. So to disarm, you have to push in your throttle in the lower left. Okay, to avoid any accident. No problem now. No LVC alarm, no visible. Okay. That's a drawback maybe through the canopy, but here actually I can't see any lights, no low voltage warning. That could be a drawback. Do not damage very fast this one cellular LiPo. Okay, so I hope you enjoyed this first quick overview of the Esky 150X, really a great stable helicopter. It's a step forward versus the whole generation with flight bar such the Voltoys 911, but in the same kind of 150mm type, and this huge improvement. Okay, so now it's more or less like to fly a quadcopter. So I won't be surprised to see soon such kind of FPV helicopter. Okay, challenge around with the 4 grams mini 25 milliwatts FPV cam combo. Okay, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you like it, please sub it, and if you like my channel, please subscribe. See you next time. Bye bye.